What's up guys, Kuroo here, and today with a new video. So in today's video I actually wanted to slowly explain the last ranking run I did for the current ranking event, the Memory Defrag Fest. So I know it's kind of complicated sometimes for those ranking runs. So this time I'm trying to just explain what I did and how I did it in slow motion and things like this. Hopefully it's going to be helpful for some of you. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So I'm currently on my PC and that's a recording from the last one. I'm currently using the Water Suguha, Waterphilia and Dark Lifa, because you can only use these trophy characters. Yeah, these characters, I have them all maxed out. They're level 100, and for those weapons I'm using mismatching rarity 5 weapons. So it should actually be possible to do this kind of run if you have the matching rarity 4 weapons, and if you have the matching rarity 5 weapons, then you can definitely do it under 15 or in 15 seconds. So what I did here is, first up you want to walk near Heathcliff. I'm just going to pause this video and start it again after a while. So you want to walk in front of you, jump in front, so you trigger the attack from Heathcliff a little bit earlier, and then you want to walk back a little bit. And then you want to do your first parry. So after the parry is the first part of the things you need to learn. So maybe you can see my mouse cursor. So what you want to do is first press Lifa. Yeah, the Dark Lifa, because this triggers your SS3 skill for her. And the special thing with her is that she has the same kind of mechanic as Bright Xenon. So this means because her SS3 starts in it's quite a long SS3, so you start quite a bit away. This means you have time for another SS3 before the parry actually triggers, or before the damage calculation triggers, which means you just get an additional SS3 in there. So what you want to do is press Lifa first, and then you want to do a quick press between Philia and Suguha. So you first want to press Philia and then Suguha, because if you only press Suguha and then she will do her SS3 first, and you can only do one more SS3, or you won't be able to do one more SS3 because it's kind of slow. So you want to first press Philia and then press Suguha. So as you can see, I press Philia, then I press Suguha, and then after this I go from Suguha back into Lifa with her SS3, and then I have Suguha Philia for this automatic switch skill, because she triggers SS3 on switch skill. And after this you want to quickly press Lifa again. If you're too slow, then you won't be able to hit her SS3, or her SS3 won't even trigger. So that's really important. And as Lifa doesn't have combo window, you want to instantly auto attack afterwards. And if you're lucky and do enough damage, Heathcliff will trigger his AoE damage, which is really important. You want him to trigger this attack, because he only triggers it if he's below 50% health, so sometimes it takes a little while to get the right RNG. I mean, even I with my weapons will get it around, I think, 60-70% of the time to trigger his SS3 or his AoE damage. So yeah, after this, that's the hardest thing to do, I think. So this next step, so you want to attack him 2 or 3 times depending on how much time you have, but you don't want to wait too long. After this you want to turn as soon as you see those lightning bolts hitting the ground here. That's really important. And why do you want to turn? Because you want to switch in with Philia again. And if you're facing the enemy in the opposite direction, then the other character with your SS3 or SS1 or whatever character you use, but this time you want to use Philia for SS3, will spawn at the opposite side of the enemy and use her SS3. So as you can see, you want to trigger her. That's important. I'm going to go back a little bit. So what you want to do is trigger it as soon as the lightning bolts end, and then you want to trigger it before the waves hits you, because if you're too slow, the waves will hit you, so it will damage your Lifa and your score will be lower. And if you're too early, then he will turn to your side and hit you with the waves, hit your Philia with the waves. But if you're timing just right, then you won't lose health on either Philia or Lifa. So as you can see, I turned it and my Philia spawns in the opposite direction. That's really, really important. And yeah, I do it SS3 and go back into my Lifa. You don't need to do it, but you can to get one more art attack in or one more SS2. And then you want to parry this attack. So Heathcliff does either this double attack where he does an unparryable into a parryable, or he just does this parryable slash from above. So this one is pretty easy. And after you parry this attack, you sometimes need to grind RNG, but if you have enough damage, you want to go Suguha into Philia again. Then you should be able to kill him. If you have the damage. If you don't have the damage, then you need to do something else, but most of the time it works. But the important thing is that you trigger his AoE attack after the first SS3. So yeah, that's just some information for this kind of run. So sometimes it's really annoying to get like the RNG and stuff like this, because yeah, it's kind of hard if you don't have the rarity 5 weapons, or if you have like the matching rarity 5 weapons, then it's no problem at all. But even with like mismatching rarity 5 weapons, it's kind of hard to hit this RNG. So this probably means that you should be able to do it with matching rarity 4 weapons if you're lucky, but this probably requires you to do a lot of runs. But you also need like these maxed out characters. But yeah, that's just what I did in this run. So also, what I had for the title for party members, plus 6% damage for water characters and plus 3% MP for water characters. You don't really need the 3% attack damage title, because 6% for 2 characters is better than like 3 for all 3. Because your main damage output is from Suguha and Philia, because dark characters won't do as much damage, and the Sleeper overall isn't doing as much damage anyways. So yeah, that's it for those characters. So for the equipment, I already showed you guys. I'm using a mismatching rarity 5 weapon, but you also need those female armors. If you don't have the female armors, yeah, if you have like the matching Suguha armor, then, or the Leafa armor, then definitely equip it to the Suguha. But if you don't have the matching armors, then you should still need like rarity 5 armors to do it. So if you just started out the game, this one probably won't work for you. Maybe you can try some tricks there and still increase your time. But yeah, for Philia, I was using like this Lisbeth armor, because sadly there's no female armor for Philia. So I was forced to use this Lisbeth armor. And for the accessories, I'm using like these 2 water accessories I was using. Give you like 6% bonus damage if your HP is above 80%, so they're pretty good. And you still have enough MP for all your damage. And for Leafa, I'm using like the Xenon armor. So out of all the female armors, I think the Silica one gives the most attack damage if it's not the matching armor for your character. And then the next one is the Xenon armor, I think. And then it's Elizabeth armor, or it should be. And for the accessory, I'm using like this bat accessory. I actually forgot what it did, but that's not that important of an accessory. So you can legit use any accessory as long as you have enough SS3 for 3 SS3s or enough MP for 3 SS3s. And yeah, for the skill slots, I was maxing out all of these skill slots here. You don't really need combo window 2. And increase damage by 30. This is pretty important, this one, so you should definitely max this one out. And this next one isn't that important, skill damage up against fire, because heat clip is of the neutral element, but maybe you want to max it out for further ranking events. And this one's also pretty important because it enhances your SS3, becomes powerful, all party members can raise their attack temporarily. So yeah, she gives an attack buff if you raise this skill slot, so you definitely want to raise it if you can. And you want to have all of these characters as 5 stars, because otherwise it's going to be a real pain to use them. So, as for Philia, for the skill slots, I actually forgot. I think I maxed out all the attack slots. Yeah, you definitely want to max out every attack slot. Then you don't really need this one, but you definitely want the combo damage up, and combo window you want to have it by 1. And this one, decrease MP required, that's also, it's not, I think it's pretty important, you should max it out if you can. Okay, and lastly you have like this Leafa. So I only use this Leafa because of the unique SS3 damage or skill, because you start a little bit further away, so you can do 1 more SS3 between. So yeah, you want to have this sword skill and battle skill transform, this one too, and this one you don't really need because yeah, there's no holy enemy. So yeah, I think that's all regarding this run for now. So that's the current run I'm using. I'm probably going to upload more runs and maybe make more of those videos if you think this is kind of helpful. So definitely tell me down in the comments below what you think of this kind of video, so I can improve it. And yeah, so just give me feedback and things like this. And yeah, also tell me what rank you're at currently in the comments down below. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as this helps me out a lot. And also don't forget to press the bell button, because you don't want to miss out on this monkey content. And yeah, and that's it from me, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. This video was brought to you by AShop, the cheapest and most reliable top-up service on G2G.com. G2G is a website where you can buy in-game currency without getting scammed. AShop has a lot of top-up services for games like Sword Art Online Memory Defrag, where you can get 720 memory diamonds for only 25 USD instead of the regular 90 USD, or even 3600 memory diamonds for only 105 USD instead of 500 USD. They also have the service for Sword Art Online Integral Factor, where 8800 Arcana Gems only cost you 24 USD instead of the regular 90 USD. They offer their services also to games like Star Ocean, Anamnesis and many more. To find out more, check the link in the description box below.